Schneiderman says, if you have faith in the public sector as I do, you must be the harshest critic of corruption, waste and fraud in government. Say no to corruption. The change begins with you and I. Hello and thanks for joining us on another episode of The Eagle. My name is Aisha Mohammed.
Imagine a society where everything works. Durable road networks, stable electricity supply, portable water, well-equipped and functional healthcare facilities, quality education for all, affordable housing schemes, social security benefits, job creation and a lot more that makes life comfortable to live. That is an ideal society. We can only achieve these if we all play our part. Say no to corruption to enjoy these benefits. Kill corruption to save Nigeria. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. On the program today, anti-graft war. Be fair to all, Oba of Benin tells EFCC. Nigeria to host Commonwealth Africa Anti-Corruption Agencies Conference in 2018. Magu named Vice Chair. 450 million naira scam. Witness reveals how Belgore shared Dizani's bribe money. 2.9 billion naira fraud. Contracts awarded by Fintiri. Ex-Adamawa State Governor not approved, witness says. 258.9 million naira scam. EFCC present witnesses against ex-president physician Fibere Sima. This and more will come your way right after this timeout.
My name is Hiram Bukhari and I'm representing the government of Pakistan. And today I'm here at the EFCC and I'm extremely encouraged and happy about the work that the EFCC is doing. And I hope that the mission of the president, where he wants to kill corruption before it kills Nigeria, it is going to be implemented by the EFCC. So good luck to the EFCC.
The head Benin Zonal Office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Milafia Yakubu and his team have paid a courtesy visit to His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo Eyuare II to seek his royal blessings. Sylvia Mbamalu tells us more.
The Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo Eyuare II, has charged officers of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, not to be intimidated in the discharge of their duties. The revered monarch stated this when he received officials of the EFCC from Benin Zonal Office in his palace. The Oba charged EFCC to uphold the principle of uprightness in the discharge of their duties.
Anybody that you will be transparent in your work. I want to appeal to you that in every case, thoroughly investigate before you take action, so that the EFCC is not seen as a witch hunting agency.
He admonished the Commission not to allow itself to be used by greedy and unscrupulous individuals to achieve their goals.
Not to be partisan in any way. So it would be good if you can all carry out these principles also in the states.
The monarch thanked the federal government for establishing an EFCC office in Benin and wished the commission success in all its endeavors. Earlier, Meilafia Yakubu, head of the Benin Zonal Office of the EFCC, said he and his team were in the palace to pay homage to the Oba and also inform him that the EFCC has opened an office in Benin.
Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is an agency for serving the responsibility of fighting corruption. You must have heard the exploit that we are ongoing in various media and various outcomes in court and the rest. We're here in Benin to open an office, and we're going to continue here because we're coming closer to you Because most of the times, if you have issues here, it's either the people of Benin who has been defrauded go to Abuja, Lagos, or Port Harcourt. But in this case, it is close to you. So opening this Benin office at this time was long overdue. But this is the right time. And we thank God that it's happening at my time and my own time.
He said the commission deemed it imperative to inform the Oba and seek his royal blessings and support. Sylvia Mbamalu reporting for the Eagle.
Corruption is dishonesty and illegal behavior by people in positions of trust. A public office is a public trust. Do not abuse positions of trust for private gains. Stay away from corruption. Nigeria is a great nation, and it is our responsibility to make the country greater. If you notice any act of corruption, please report to the EFCC via info@efccnigeria.org or call 09 904 4751 or 09 904 4752. You can also call 09 904 4753. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
Heads of anti-corruption agencies in Commonwealth Africa rounded off their 7th regional conference this month in Malawi, with a decision that Nigeria hosts the next conference of the association in 2018. In addition, Nigeria's Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), will serve as the vice chairman of the executive committee of the association. Amina Kauwa tells us more.
The conference, which commenced on May 29 at the Lakeshore Resort, Mangochi, Malawi, was organized by the Commonwealth Secretariat and hosted by the Anti-Corruption Bureau of Malawi. Some of the fallout of 5 days of intense deliberation by the anti-graft czars featured a review of the progress of the anti-corruption campaign in Commonwealth Africa. At the end of their deliberations, the conference issued a communique in which they, among other things, emphasized the need to have a platform for sharing emergent practices and country innovation in the fight against corruption for the promotion of good governance. They also admonished the agencies to create a platform for intelligence and data sharing for effective asset recovery, while encouraging them to continue with benchmarking visits to maintain learning and sharing of ideas and experience. The conference further stressed the need for members to expand the network with other sectors to enhance the fight against corruption, including collaboration with the African Union Advisory Board on Corruption, the civil society, the media, and the private sector. Other issues that engaged the attention of the head of the anti-graft agencies of Commonwealth Africa was the need for the respective agencies to deepen the use of innovative techniques for prevention, education, and investigation in the fight against corruption, as well as consider implementing whistleblowing legislation for effective protection of whistleblowers. Furthermore, the conference called on member countries to continue supporting the anti-corruption agencies with adequate financial resources to deliver their mandate and for continuous capacity development of their officials. Amina Kaur reporting for the Eagle.
Corruption is a cankerworm, na cankerworm. I said na cankerworm, na cankerworm. Corruption don't finish our country. Nigeria women rise up and come together, oh yeah.
Every woman come out, we could fight corruption together, oh. Every woman fall out, we could kill corruption together, oh.
Them they thief our money, send them obodo yibo. Children they suffer every day, better school in no day. Nigeria women come, oh, women from every sector, make we fight corruption, we won't kill our country. Them go collect money for light, chop the money, light we no see. Good road and good health and call, we no see. I said na cankerworm, oh, na cankerworm, oh.
Join the EFCC in its crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. Naija, now we all know.
Now to court matters. A prosecution witness, Usman Zakari, an investigator with the EFCC in the ongoing trial of Mohammed Belgore, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and Professor Abubakar Suleiman, a former minister for national planning, has told Justice Rulwana Aikawa of the Federal High Court sitting in Ikoyi how a document recovered from Belgore contained the names of some individuals and public officials who benefited from an alleged bribe of $115 million doled out by a former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Dezani Alison Madweke, to compromise the 2015 general election. Golden Onwura tells us more on this and another report.
In a document tendered by the Prosecution Counsel Rotimi Oyedepo through Zakari, who is the second prosecution witness, PW2, stated that the Assistant Inspector General of Police in Kwara State at the time received 1 million naira cash. The document also stated that while the Commissioner of Police in Kwara State at the time received 10 million naira cash, the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations got 2 million naira cash. It was further revealed that both the Assistant Commissioners of Police in charge of operations and administration in the state received 1 million naira cash each. The document also showed that the Resident Electoral Commissioner in Kwara State for the 2015 general elections also received 10 million naira, while the Independent National Electoral Commission's Administrative Secretary in the state at the time received 5 million naira cash. The INEC head of operations and his boys were also said to have been given 5 million naira, while other officers received and shared 2 million naira among themselves. The document also indicated that the officer in charge of the police mobile force and his men collected 7 million naira. The second in command, Mopol, and his men in the states who got 10 million naira as well as the director of the State Security Service and his men who got 2.5 million naira as beneficiaries of the alleged Dezani bribe. In the document, it was also stated that the military in Kwara State was bribed with 50 million naira, while other security agencies, including the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps and the Federal Road Safety Corps, got 20 million naira. Led in evidence by the Prosecution Counsel, Rotimi Oyedepo, Zakari also told the court that Belgore volunteered the list to the commission while he was being interrogated. Oyedepo also tendered another document titled Kwara State showing other beneficiaries. The document, which was also recovered from Belgore, showed beneficiaries of a sum of 155,220,000 naira and the breakdown of what they got. It listed 15 electoral officers who received 250,000 naira each, 15 supervisors who got 100,000 naira each, as well as state returning officers who got 1 million naira among others. The two documents were tendered and admitted in evidence as Exhibits 7 and 7A. Counsel to the first defendant, Ebun Shofunde SAN, and counsel to the second defendant, Olatunji Ayalaja SAN, raised no objection. Thereafter, Justice Aikawa entertained Belgore's application seeking the dismissal of the charges on the grounds that the prosecution failed to attach an affidavit showing the conclusion of the investigation before charging the case to court. In response, Oyedepo argued that the current law governing criminal cases in the country, which is the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, did not list filling of affidavit as one of the conditions that must be fulfilled before a criminal charge could be filed in court. Oyedepo further argued that the provisions of the ACJA were superior to that of the Federal High Court Practice Direction. He also referred the court to Section 221 of the ACJA, which bars a judge from entertaining any application challenging the competence of judges in a criminal case in the middle of trial. Justice Aikawa adjourned the matter to July 7, 2017 for ruling on the application. Golden Onwura reporting for the Eagle. A prosecution witness, Ibrahim Welye, has told a federal high court in Abuja that there were no approvals for contracts awarded by a former Adamawa State Governor, Amadu Fintiri, for the electrification of Kirishinga village in Madagali local government area of the state. Fintiri, who was brought before Justice A.R. Mohammed on June 30, 2016 by the EFCC, is standing trial alongside his company, Mayim Construction and Properties Limited, on the 5-count charge of money laundering to the tune of 2.9 billion naira. At the proceedings, Welye, a former secretary to the Adamawa state government, revealed that the contract, which cost about 75 million naira, had no approval. He said, and I quote, "The Ministry of Finance released the sum of 75 million naira to the Ministry of Rural Infrastructure and Community Development for the execution of the project, and there was no approval for the project." End of quote. Welye had, in a petition to the EFCC dated May 11, 2015, alleged that Fintiri diverted 497 million naira for the construction of lecture hall for the Faculty of Law, Adamawa State University, Mubi, as he only laid the foundation and never completed the project. When asked by Mahmoud Magaji SAN, counsel to Fintiri, if he still stood by his petition, which he also sent a reminder to the EFCC dated November 18, 2015, Welye answered in the affirmative. He said, "My Lord, I stand by the petition written against Ahmadu Fintiri." Magaji thereafter took the witness through some exhibits which had to do with instruments showing inflow into the Zenith Bank account of Adamawa State Capital Project from Adamawa State University, Mubi, dated June 3, 2014, captured Adamawa State University, Mubi, signed by VC Al-Kasum Abba, documents for the release of 978,756,000 naira. He then asked if he still stood by his allegation. Prosecution counsel Asolari Peters, however, objected to the question, noting that the documents contained in the exhibit are bank printouts and the witness is not a banker, and there is no affidavit by any banker in support of the documents. Under Section 90, subsection 1E of the Evidence Act, only a banker can speak to truth of these documents, and the witness, not being a banker, should not be asked a question relating to bank statements. Justice Mohammed has adjourned to September 19, 2017 for continuation of hearing. Golden Onwura, reporting for the Eagle.
Imagine a society where everything works. Durable road networks, stable electricity supply, portable water, well-equipped and functional healthcare facilities, quality education for all, affordable housing schemes, social security benefits, job creation, and a lot more that makes life comfortable to live. That is an ideal society. We can only achieve these if we all play our part. Say no to corruption to enjoy these benefits. Kill corruption to save Nigeria. This message is from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has presented its first set of witnesses in the trial of Dr. Fortunate Fiberesima, former Chief Medical Director of State Medical Center, who is facing a 6-count charge before Justice Peter Afen of the FCT High Court, Maitama. Sylvia Mbamalu brings us details on this.
Fiberesima, who was first arraigned on April 25, 2017, is alleged to have abused his position by awarding contracts to a company where he had interests. Specifically, he is alleged to have in 2012, knowingly and directly, held a private interest in the contract for land reclamation at the State House Medical Center, Abuja, in the sum of 258,950,000 naira, which contract was awarded to TE&C Limited, a company in which he was the director. The prosecution witness, Aminu Abubakar, an engineer and retired director at the State House Maintenance Department, told the court that indeed a contract for land reclamation at the State House Medical Center actually emanated from his department. According to him, the land, which is about 3 hectares, was a rugged area and swampy, so they brought in a consulting engineer to advise them properly on what to do to reclaim the land. Abubakar, who was led in evidence by prosecution counsel Hussein Agambo, added that the procurement department was responsible for processing, tendering, and bidding, and the Bureau of Public Procurement, BPP, later marked the location of the site as restricted tendering. In the process of evaluation, a contractor was required to evaluate the contract. The contractor selected was TE&C Limited, and the company was awarded the sum of 258,980,000 naira for the completion period of 16 weeks. He, however, informed the court that the contractor mobilized the site, started work in February 2012 and concluded in December 2013, after which it was issued certificate of practical completion. The second prosecution witness, Rukiyat Odekunle, a director of procurement at the Ministry of Budget and National Planning, told the court that she signed the award letter, adding that the method that was adopted was selected tender method. According to her, in June 2014, a contract was awarded to Mrs. Ibomademi and Company for the supply of medical consumables by the State House for 36 million naira. She also signed the award letter by virtue of her position as then secretary to the tenders board. Justice Afen has adjourned to July 13, 2017 for continuation of trial. Sylvia Mbamalu reporting for the Eagle.
Corruption is a cankerworm, na cankerworm. I say na cankerworm, na cankerworm. Corruption don't finish our country. Nigeria women rise up and come together, oh yeah.
Every woman come out, but we fight corruption together, oh. Every woman fall out, but we kill corruption together, oh.
Them they thief our money, send them obodo yibo. Children they suffer every day, better school in no day. Nigeria women come, oh, women from every sector, make we fight corruption, we won't kill our country. Them go collect money for light, chop the money, light we no see. Good road and good health and call, we no see. I said na cankerworm, oh, na cankerworm, oh.
Join the EFCC in its crusade to rid Nigeria of corruption. Niger, now we all know.
And with that, we have come to the end of today's episode of The Eagle. Don't forget to drop your comment via our social media portals at Official EFCC across all the social media platforms. And for any information, inquiry or suggestions, please write to The Eagle at efccnigeria.org. You can also send your petitions to info@efccnigeria.org. My name is Aisha Muhammad. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and God bless Nigeria.